Alright, so this is going to be our smoke guide on Fracture since it's coming back in a few days. I'm going to play Omen here. Kaiser is going to play Brimstone. I'm just going to show you just a bunch of normal smokes. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah. Just so when the map comes back, people know how to play the map. Because it hasn't been in the game for like a year or so now, which is kind of crazy. Getting disrespected by Riot Games. You could probably switch teams.
No charges.
Throw on cheats.
My ultimate is ready.
We're gonna start with B actually.
Here.
So for a normal sight hit as Omen, you want to throw your smokes. I'm gonna ghost up here so you can get a better angle of this. You want to throw it like
Shadows.
so the corner, like this corner and this corner line up. It just makes it like the hardest for anyone to swing out of it. Go ahead and try to swing through this smoke. Oh wait, hold on. Let me throw that smoke again. Alright, I'm just gonna hold you, try to swing out. You should turn other respawn on. That's towards the bottom.
Cover going out.
There you go. And just keep doing the same thing, just swing out different ways. Try to catch me off guard. But yeah. Like, I'm not warm at all. It's very easy. Then go CT and do the same thing. Back here. Oh, sorry. This one should be even harder to swing out of. I just fucking missed. Offense, I'm just not warm. These two. Oh shit. You good. These two, that's kind of a bad smoke here. It's like a little bit more out, so it gives them more options to swing through. If you're Brim, I've seen people throw a third smoke here for anyone Heaven. You can try to do that if you want. Go through Heaven. Try to swing out onto site. So you have these smokes here. Let me re-smoke Heaven real quick. And then this smoke. You can go ahead and try to swing out. That's very difficult to like hold against that. Or like swing out against this. Go ahead and oh, you're just not even out of the smoke.
Cover going out.
Or in the smoke, I mean. So yeah, as long as you have like one person holding the smoke, you'll be fine. If you're playing the Omen, one thing you can do, sort of like that, is as you're throwing the smokes, you can come up here and throw a Paranoia out through here, so it blinds people all in this line. Just sit anywhere here. You can sit like there. You wanna just make sure you're aiming. Oh, what's it? Hold on.
Go on my mark.
Somewhere in between here. It's good. Can't really ping it anymore, but yeah. As you can see, he's blind. You really just want to hold a Brim Molly for post plant. But if you're rushing up here, you can throw a Brimstone here as you're pushing in to like throw the stem. See? So you just throw it up here for your team as they're running in. Then there's a few other ways you can approach from this way. You can
Cover going out.
this is one way you could do it. You could smoke this off and then come up here. As long as you have someone watching this, you'll be fine. And you have your duelist or whatever go forward. Then you want to throw either a second smoke here or here. I would say probably here is better. But then you just have to watch this line.
Here.
And just have someone watch the smoke. You'll be fine. Just plant the bomb. You can kind of play this however you want then. You could try to plant more open if you want. this, so you can like hold it from here. You could have someone go back main. If you're Omen, you can TP this rather safely. It kind of just depends on where you want to hold the stuff. And another way you can do this is by smoking up here into heaven and then smoking close. But you just need to know that this canteen is open. Have someone watch that. So just swing out the canteen. That's really the only danger.
Careful.
That's CT. Just like swing out the other one. Swing out this. Go ahead. Yeah, as you can see, it's kind of like a 50-50. Like he's just wide swinging into me. And with this heaven smoke, you can't swing out of it. So you're just like a sitting duck if you try to swing out of that. If you wanna rush like all of your players here, smoke it. Try to swing out of the smoke. Yeah, you're just swinging to your fucking death. There's no recovering from that. So that's all the ways you can hit B. There are a few paranoias you can actually add with this. Like, I think you could probably paranoia heaven like that. Yeah, it's kind of slow though, so I wouldn't rely on this too heavily. Another thing you could do is paranoia like this, as you guys are coming in. Or you could paranoia like this to prevent anyone from swinging out from like here. That's some good use of the paranoia. Let's go over to A now for attack. Where are you at? Okay. So for a normal hit, I would say you want to smoke this. That's kind of a bad smoke. You want to line it up like here, and then probably second smoke heaven. You want to smoke kind of deep. And then you just want to have someone watch drop as you guys are coming in. And you'd obviously have your raise or neon, whatever you have, like entry in. And as you can see, them like trying to come in to retake the site, they're gonna get absolutely destroyed. You should go through heaven now. And I'll demonstrate the same thing with the smoke.
Cover going out.
Alright, go ahead. Yeah, in a lot of the cases, like, you're definitely going to be favored to win this. There are other options, though, to, like, play with. Like, you could try a drop hit. If you're playing the Omen, you could just throw a Paranoia like this to take the early space, or say you throw a Sova Dart or something, you can Paranoia out like this, which would be perfect in this situation. And you just throw, I would throw the same smokes personally. Just be cautious of sands here. Just swing me from here, where I'm shooting at. Oh, sorry. If you throw the CT smoke kind of close, it kind of blocks a lot of their angles, but it still gives them a lot of room. But I mean, as long as you have someone holding this, you'll be fine. After you drop out of here, you wanna come out here, bomb down, play however. There's also the ability, you can also sands crunch, or just sands hit, just normally, where I would throw these smokes. I would probably not smoke CT here. If you're playing Omen, I would Paranoia this. And then have your duelist. This would be setting up your duelist. I'm not playing the duelist right now, which is kind of awkward for the timing. You could Paranoia like this if you really wanted, and then have your duelist come out. But if you Paranoia like up here, it prevents anyone from swinging out of the smoke. So it's kind of personal preference. And in most comps on Fracture, you're going to play a Breach. So whatever the Omen doesn't decide to do, so I would probably have the Omen Paranoia this, and then have the Breach fault line this, to just have them stunned instead of like nearsighted. You could do the inverse. The inverse probably is better, truthfully. Because like if this person just can't see because they're nearsighted, and then this person's slowed down trying to like support, it's just going to be really difficult for them to do anything. Come here with me. So like when you're executing as Brimstone, you can just throw Paranoia like on the, or not Paranoia, the combat stem like on the ground here, because it supports you going here or through main, either or. And And also another thing, just stand here with an op. Oh, sorry, I can't think. Other way, other way. Like where I'm shooting. Yeah, just hold that line with an op. If you don't have a breach for some reason, or you want to hold your breach stun for some reason, you can throw an early paranoia like this just to knock out the opera. Which is one thing that's really strong with the Omen. Brim mollies are good for post plant. So just like, for this, come back here. If you aim your crosshair, I think it's here, behind this box, it should land. Just pull out your molly, left click normally. It should land if I remember correctly. Go ahead and throw it. Yep. No, actually. It kind of missed. I think you have to aim. Wait, hold up. It might be the very, like the very top of the box, if that makes sense. That's an unfortunate movement. Huh. I don't remember the lineup exactly. I know it is in my Discord server somewhere. Oh, whatever you just did worked. I don't know what you aimed at, but it worked perfectly. I'm not sure. Moving on to defense though, there's not a lot to go over on defense, mostly because the sites don't, like, you can't get a lot of depth with this. Get ready to push out of the smoke when I tell you to. Alright, smoke, or push out, I mean. So you have just the standard main smoke. I definitely thought I killed you with that initial burst. Very simple. It's definitely meant for more like people here. And if you're up sands, or up tower rather, you can throw a smoke like this. Come through the door. Through main, yeah. You're going the right way. And you're gonna hear the door and they're gonna be blind, and normally they're not gonna diff you like that. Yo, when did you actually get killed at the game? What the fuck? Also, like, if you don't have a trip, sand, or sit, like, a lot of times you're gonna have like a Cypher or a Killjoy, like util there, Chamber even as well. There's some sort of information trip. You will just throw a smoke like this. Go ahead and go through drop and try not to die. You have to go stop. Or you... No, pal. What are you doing, pal? You either jump up or you go stop.
Fuck. Shut up. It's been a long time.
Alright, thank you. So, whoa, calm down, pal. So imagine the KJ trip goes off, and if you smoke improperly, they actually have an angle like this, but if you smoke properly, then they lose that angle. I'm glad I actually did that. That's a common mistake that controller players will make. Trying to pre-fire there. But you either have to wait out the smoke, which turns it into a favorable aim duel, or they have to drop down into the site. So just go ahead and drop down. You can see those feet, and then try to burst them again and lose the fight. That's fucking crazy. Let's shift on over to B. Your ghost key should be V, if I remember correctly. Huh. I wonder if there's no ghost key on the other account though. Go through main here. So if you have like a KO or a fade, a lot of times you'll throw like the info there, and then you'll smoke like this. It's just the normal smoke. We're gonna run through this a couple times. I had health disadvantage there. Go back behind the smoke, yep. This angle.
Cover going out.
Go ahead and go back behind it, yep. Yep, this angle. Go back behind. Let me resmoke. Alright, go ahead. the single, like, you just have so much stuff you have to clear. But I mean, you can kind of isolate a lot of this with good smokes like
Cover
this.
going out.
So I threw smokes for you, and then wait, hold up. I do that again.
Shadows traveling.
Just know you don't have to clear all of that. So you can hold an off angle like that. If I was actually blocked in, I'm not dying to that. Like, you can hold kind of a pixel angle. Like, you see you have a heavy advantage in that fight. Helped its disadvantage. I honestly could have lost that.
Cover going out.
Wait. Alright, go ahead. It's like the same thing. What the fuck? How much health do you have? Did you have heavy armor?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I was so confused because that like took an extra bullet. Alright, we're done with that. Then this is kind of a clunky area to smoke for. Because you don't really want to smoke like this because it gives up a lot of map control. Like with this smoke, like hold against me, I guess. Like on site somewhere. Like I kinda not like that. That was a really awkward encounter. Okay, hold on. Let's see that again. So like just hold anywhere on site. Like if I come out, I have to like clear so much. So it's awkward, but it gives up a lot of map control, which allows me to do this. Which a lot of people will like you should just instinctively like know, oh, one of my site players needs to hold this smoke, and then the other one needs to be aware that, oh, the likely response to this is they're gonna wrap through heaven. So just instinctively you need to know, I need to watch heaven with this smoke. So I don't like the smoke personally, because it just gives up so much map control. I would rather see a smoke like this. The problem is you don't have the information on this side typically. So like you want to invest like a Sova dart or something to where you get the information here. So like maybe you have like raise off here, and then the fade eye comes back here, and you can kind of just hold this. Where are you at? Okay, try to like come back into this area. And then I'm gonna throw a smoke here.
Cover going out.
This smoke is a lot harder to push off of. Go ahead. Run it back. Go back behind the smoke, yeah. There's a lot of angles that you have to worry about here that can hold this player. And actually, if you're like back here, you can kind of hold this player as well. And there's like an off angle here. This is the thing that I like to do with Omen specifically. Try to push into heaven, like go up the rope. So you can hold this. Not a lot of people are going to expect this. This is really good with a KJ turret or something KJ related here. You can also do the same thing with Chamber, where you just throw a trip here. I forget what it's called. The trademark. And you can throw your TP anchor here, teleport, and then take it back and drop it on the floor here. So you can play here as Chamber. And you also have the radius to like fight like that. That's not the TP key, but you can kind of do the same thing with Omen if you have like either a teammate watching this or like a sentinel typically, just watching here. It's kind of a unique thing that you can do with Omen specifically. So, like a few more things that you can do with smokes. Go through main. I'm gonna do a side smoke this time. This is a really cool thing, especially if you have Cypher trips. The one that you throw here. Go ahead. You can either play inside of it, or you can play around the Cypher trips. But you have, like, this turns into your own, like, little personal 1v1 bubble, where it's kind of like a Viper pit, where you know how to play around with your Viper pit. Like, this gives you just a lot of options to play around with. And if they go through main, you can kind of like run back and turn the site into a 1v1 like this. Yeah, like he's fucking lost. He doesn't know where I'm at. One last thing. Let me swap to Killjoy. This is a brimstone specific thing.
My ultimate is ready.
We're gonna start with B, okay? So just start walking over to B. Now, Killjoy is a very common sentinel pick on this map. You wanna like look here on the minimap. So you wanna like, this is too far because you can sit into this corner. So you wanna like line it up. It's farther than this corner because you're wasting a lot of your precious lockdown here. You wanna move more over like here. This is a sweet spot where it pushes them back here, and the reason that's important is to min-max the rotation time back into the site. Like if you're starting from here, it's quicker to get back into the site rather than starting here. But you don't want to go all the way back here because like look how much you can sit into the site. So the perfect spot is where it just gets this edge. And so now press your Brimstone ult and then ult on the minimap where my icon is. And put the center of it there. No, you can see it on your map.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. All good, all good. You should be able to see it on your iPad. Yeah, there you go. And so, Brimstone is a kind of, picture like the Sova on Ascent, like the Hunter's Fury will break the lockdown the same way that the Orbital ult, or the Orbital Strike rather, will counter the lockdown. Come towards A. Actually, stand B. We're gonna do this from the other side. Just sit there. Picture this as an attacker, and you throw this ult to retake. You can do the same thing, where you just ult the retake ulti. Yep. And then it doesn't allow the KJ ult to go through. Now let's go back to A. Just sit on site for both of these. Somewhere like here, because that's like the proper use case. So the ult that I'm about to throw is a defender retaking A site. The best ult you can do is here, but you have to be aware of this corner here. Go ahead and ult it, because you can kind of get back into that corner. And this lets you off, because I was not like ready to get out of that ult. And then this one is main. This is probably the best attack KJ ult you can throw. That's safe. And it's not even that good, truly. Go ahead, pop it. Because you can like sit back here and back here. It's a lot better if you throw like a Sova dart or something with it. But yeah, you can also like use this to your advantage, knowing like, oh, we can give up our lockdown and that will force them to either let our lockdown get value, or it will pull out their Brim ult. And so like, oh, their Brim ult's gone. We know that we can plant really deep like this. Because another thing you can do with Brim, ult, like, make the edge of your ult like go like into the corner here, if that makes sense. It's like, don't ult it in the center, ult it in the corner. To like guarantee the amount of space, or like maximize the amount of space. Wrong corner. I think you have the idea there. Yeah, you want to like put it in the corner because it forces you to go through the entire ult, and it gives you a lot more space, because before it would be like this amount of space getting ulted because you're centering it here. But if you're using like the corner of the circle, then that's an entire Brim ult length like worth of ult that you have to go through, and it will do more damage towards the center as well. It's like the more outer you go with the Brim ult, the less damage it does, which is why like for Killjoy ults you want to like ult it directly on the center to just kill it as quickly as possible. But for a planter, like that's a lot harder than just like if you were to throw. Oh, wait, I think you just threw it directly on top of me. Hold on. Yeah, you're putting the center. Move it up a bit more. Like, so you see like the circle, or like the edge of your ulti? Put the edge of it in the corner. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, so you see how it... Yeah. So it gives it more space. Like this is, you're not running out of that. Like it's a lot more easy to like, I think the center one was like right here. It's a lot easier to run out of that than fucking all of this. So you can min-max that a lot. I can swap the brimstone to just quickly demonstrate that. So you can see what it looks like from the brim POV.
Got the spike.
So like, it is kind of situational, but whenever you're ulting something like this, you never want to ult like this. You always want to drag your, like the corner of it, because you have to go through all of this versus just this amount. Like this, it only goes to here.
Plant the spike.
Whereas if you ult properly with Brim, you're pretty much doubling the amount of space that you're
Open up the sky. Wild
versus,
open up the
like, look how much smaller this is of an ult, and you're wasting a lot of it. And like, you're more likely to get the kill out of an ult like this because you have to run either all the way over here. Oh, and then just doesn't run. So you're just dead there that anyway. Or you have to just like hope to God that you get all the way out of it, which is a lot less likely than if you ult something like this. Like this is doable, especially because of the windup. I would say that pretty much sums up everything you can do with the characters. One thing you can do with defense stem beacons, there's two ways you can use it. You can either use it to initiate a retake, like this, or you can use it to anchor a site, to like kind of turn yourself into a little bit of a raid boss. So you can like throw the smoke here, and then throw this, where it makes it a lot easier to like, you have the movement speed, and you can kind of move around really well. To quickly demonstrate what these smokes look like, because they can be kind of confusing. This one is kind of just like in between the lines here, very simple. And then this one, I'm pretty sure is, you don't want to throw it here, you want to throw it here.
Smoke's down.
It's very hard to explain, but I mean, like this will throw it in the tunnel.
Launching smoke.
Oh, wait, what? Okay, brim smokes on this map is just really confusing, I'm not gonna lie. I would just throw it like right there to just make it so you don't get confused. So this one, you have these two.
Smoke's down.
Just quickly run over them. You throw this one. This one you want to throw as outer as possible. Just make it as hard as possible. Then you have this
Fully
one.
smoked.
These are just all the smokes that you can throw. Quickly just demonstrate them. That's a bit farther out than I would like it to be, and then swinging out of this is just fucking impossible. You actually want to win that fight. You have this smoke, this smoke. Again, you want to make sure you don't leave a gap in this corner. You always want to smoke like this. Even though there's a little corner right here, there's like they're not able to see anything out of this, so you're fine. One thing you can do with Brim is you can triple smoke like this. I don't think this is very good. I think you will always get more value out of smoking back here instead, but I've seen pro teams do this with like a stem beacon to come in. I think you would get more value instead of throwing this one. You throw it here. That's a bad smoke. You throw it like here, here, and then
Fully
here.
smoked.
Or you throw here, here, and here.
Fully smoked.
Definitely, this is not a necessary smoke, and a lot of times you can have a sentinel player. It's like your Cypher or Killjoy, depending on which one your team prefers. Honestly, Deadlock or Vice rather could be good on this map too. You could throw like a flash here, or you can throw a cam
Right
here,
here.
or turret, whatever, and you just like walk up and you find out yourself. You just like break the turret, whatever. So you don't need to smoke
Right
this. You
here.
just have the information if someone is here or not. And then yeah, just keep looking at me, because this is kind of realistic. To like take the challenge here, like. If you die here, then obviously you need to smoke, or you need to be ready for the fight. And if you're like, if you're more ready for the fight than them, like they just got done with the kill and your guys are like coming out, then that's fine, because your sentinel should know Oh, there's like one person there. Boom, we got him, and then we can go in. We still have the smokes. Like here and here.
Launching smoke.
Astra's fine. It's not like she has anything too crazy. You have sucks for post plants. You can suck or
Plant the
stun up
spike.
top really well if you want. And then on B, for attack, a stun back here goes really well with a nade. So like you can get the picture this as a stun. You get the stun and a grenade on top of this. That's kind of a strong combination. And then just pull people off the bomb. Recalling stars isn't too crazy. Like, it's not crazier than any other map. Like, it's just... It still has the strength of, like... Oh, you thought I was throwing the normal smoke here, but it's a recall, and I threw it, so obviously I'm expecting to be here. Boom, you're dead. And just, like, throw a second smoke, and you can also just throw the smoke with a suck here, or a stun, whatever you want. And act as an anchor, so you could, like, throw a smoke, a stun, and
Plant
the
the
recall
spike.
star here. So you can, like... Smoke this. Oh, someone's coming out. Pull them through. Boom. Recall. And reposition. Something like that. You have a lot of options. I would say that's a pretty in-depth guide on like what to smoke and like all that through Fracture. Join the Discord. Like, subscribe. Throw any questions you have in the comments. Other than that, it's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Wait, what? Oh, that's a crazy way to